Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation, Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
With Armslist, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors, so when you're in the market, please consider Armslist. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Armslist. Here we go, boom! There we go. Oh, look at this, Walter.
Oh, no. Okay, I was going to say, don't tell him. Oh, we got the cleanest gun in the world.
Yep, SHF. You guys are let's do the jazz hands. Oh, jazz hands. There we go. You guys are joining us live on Player. We can't do this on YouTube. We can't hold shooters like this SHF. What the heck is this thing called again? I forgot.
K12. How dare you
forget went right out of my brain. Right out of my brain, Walter. And then what you got over there, Walt?
SIG 556.
Okay, very cool. This
is the earlier ones that had the AR type stock.
Let me see if I could. Let me see. So I'm listening to you. I just want to see if I could. Let me see. I'm going to switch to the bigger camera here for you so we could show that. Go ahead.
Yeah, so SIG 556, this was one of the earlier style guns that I got to turn that light off back there. But originally it had this funky quad rail plastic abomination, and I replaced it with the original SIG style stock in the front.
Okay.
So heavy gun, got piston operated up front.
Okay, very nice.
I gotta take it out and shoot it some more. I got these guns that I have in the safe that they just never come out to see the light of day because we're always doing something else.
Right. So,
yes. And actually turned on the aim point and it works.
Oh, nice.
Amazing.
Yeah, your battery's still going.
I must have turned it off before I put it away.
Right, exactly. I think we have Joe joining us now. Let me just switch back to so you guys could see what our I gotta turn this. Okay, so you can see what our logo is here. I will switch back. Boom. Check that out. This is the logo. We don't have Babyface P joining us. So we got the eagle for Walter over there. We got the skulls, always me, of course. And look at that. A polar bear. Let me see. Is Joe, hold on. Didn't I assign him to, I thought I did assign him. Oh. Why is he in the green room?
You got to put a teddy bear up there for Joe. That's
yeah, I thought I saw. I'm trying to see why. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. Okay, so hold on. Let me go back here. I gotta go. Oh my God, I'm messing up on my skills here today. Don't even know what the heck is happening.
It'll be okay. Don't worry, it'll be all right.
Yeah, none of my keys are working properly here, so I'm gonna have to do this all manually. Let me see how I do this. Hold on. There we go. Boom! There you go. There's Joe. Can you hear us, Joe?
Boom!
Yes, I can. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Roger.
Let me take this off. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, so we're all here. This is episode 1034 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast, FreeForAll Monday, with Walter of Safety Harbor Firearms and Joe of Shooting Gallery, Southeast.
South to me.
Can you just be Shooting Gallery? Isn't that like there's some?
I actually am. That's what. That's.
Oh, okay. No, I thought there wasn't there another show with that already, or am I wrong on that one?
No. It was originally Shooting Gallery New England because I was from, and then I moved out to New England, and I'm like, that's not on brand, so.
Right. But isn't there like a gun show called Shooting Gallery, or no?
Not that I'm aware of.
I thought there was, maybe back in the days.
Yeah, no, we actually checked the trademark on Shooting Gallery at work one day because I was curious, and there was no trademark on there. So.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Nothing active.
Oh,
Yeah,
nothing
so
active. Okay. Yeah,
I better
but
scoop it up before I can.
yeah, absolutely. You better hit that trademark because the folks out there can let me know if I'm wrong on that. I thought that there was like a TV show about guns called Shooting Gallery.
Oh, there's Gallery of Guns on. It wasn't.
Okay.
That's Davison's Gallery of Guns.
Okay, but it wasn't Shooting Gallery. Okay, cool. Yeah, man, you better lock that trademark down.
Yeah.
If it was, it's probably old days like Fudomatic guns.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah. So what's going on with you guys? How's you guys' weekend?
Well, you go first.
Oh,
Go ahead, Walt. Mm-hmm.
Saturday. I went to Comic Con in Tampa with my significant other and my son, which was I've been a couple times. I don't go every year, but I was told I was going this year because she said she bought a ticket a year ago.
Right. Yep.
So
Follow instructions.
Okie dokie. So I went. Had lunch at Harpoon Harry's in downtown Tampa, which was good. Yeah, that was all right. A lot of really good, costumes, mask and all that kind of stuff. Some people put a lot of effort into it. Amazing how much effort they put into that stuff. Of course, just general people milling about, taking pictures of each other, chatting, talking. That's what happened. And then they got the whole, vendor area inside where people selling everything from comic books to Lego figurines to swords to all kinds of stuff. So they even had listen to this. Okay. I am old enough. Hank, you're old enough. Blockbuster Video. Remember Blockbuster Video?
Yes, I do, sir.
Joe,
Yes,
do you
sir.
remember Blockbuster Video, the store Blockbuster Video?
Yes.
They had a...
Yeah, you guys called it Blockbuster. Joe. Blockbuster.
Whatever they call it up there.
Yeah.
They had a Blockbuster set up like inside of the thing, and you had to pay $10 to go inside and walk around inside of it.
Was it a legit Blockbuster video store?
I mean, I guess I didn't go in it. I'm paying $10.
Oh, could you buy stuff in there?
You could buy videos in there. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they have any Blockbuster T-shirts? I would have copped a Blockbuster T-shirt in a heartbeat.
I don't know. I didn't get into it that far. I just walked by and going.
It's back in the days. Joe was probably like, I don't know, 5 years old or something when they went out of business.
No, they went out of business when I was probably like 13, 14.
Okay.
Yeah, that was that mid-90s, something like that?
Late-
I mean, it was
late-
early 2000s. I don't know.
Let me see. I
early
gotta look this up.
2000s. Yeah, early 2000s.
Yeah.
There used to be one right off McMullen Booth. There was a big Blockbuster.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's like three.
There's
right
a Walgreens there now. They tore it down.
There was a Blockbuster somewhere in America up until like a few years ago. Yeah, but then
I think there's still one in Alaska. That's the last remaining.
was that the last one? Let me.
Yeah, I want to say it's still open to this day.
Yeah, why did this go to? Yeah, let's see. Hold on. Let's see if I can open this up here. I'm gonna open this. Let's see. Blockbuster, formerly called Blockbuster Video, is an American multimedia brand. Oh, so the brand is still around, but it's not Blockbuster Video anymore. Maybe they're trying to go into streaming. Too late. The business was founded by David Cook in 1985 as a single home video rental shop, but later became a public store chain featuring video game rentals, DVD by mail, streaming, video on demand, all of that.
4,000 employees. Holy
Yeah. The company, that's a lot. The company expanded internationally throughout the 90s and at its peak in 2004. Yeah, 83,000. Worldwide. 9,094 stores.
That's probably another example of not adapting to the changes.
Yeah. It says they filed for bankruptcy protection in 2010. So...
Yeah.
Yeah. So it says in 2019, only one franchise store remains open, located in Bend, Oregon. I don't think that's open anymore. I don't think that place is open. But I could be wrong on that completely. But
yeah.
I thought I saw somewhere that place closed down. But yeah, Blockbuster. I mean, the name's a good IP, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, because everyone knows it.
Now they're all they do is Comic-Con.
Yeah, right. I was looking. I need to pull up. I need to pull up some of the. Did you only post one thing on Comic-Con on your Instagram, Walt? Because I know Spencer was posting stuff, but
I think so. I ran into a guy that was dressed up as Sheriff Buford T. Justice.
Right.
And I had him do a thing for me.
Yeah, when I saw that, I said to myself, "Oh, let me see if I could show this." I saw this and I said, "This is the only guy that Walter's going to recognize at Comic-Con." Right here.
That's not true.
No,
oh wait, wrong thing right there, right here.
Is that the guy
Let's
from what was it, Dukes of Hazzard?
Smokey and the Bandit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not showing. It's not showing up. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing. It's not showing up properly, but yeah. And you definitely didn't put any pictures up, so.
The only thing I didn't take many pictures. Spencer was doing all the picture taking.
Mm-hmm.
We're out in the hallway, out in the main lobby thing, sitting around waiting, and there's some girls sitting on the floor, and they were sitting next to us, and their makeup and stuff on their face was really good. I mean, their whole get up was really good. So I said, Spencer, man, check out these girls over here with the. And,
see, look, Spencer,
not those girls.
That's yeah. I was gonna say not. I don't know why my camera is showing so massively, but there's some good pictures there, though. There's some good pictures.
So they get up, and Spencer takes a picture of them, and I'm behind them, and you look at me, and I was like, I'm looking at their butt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
I'm trying to see. Yeah, these are probably Spencer's friends and stuff like that. This is on Spencer's thing.
Yeah, that's Spencer's stuff. That's just random people. He
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He's out there. Hey, can I get a picture with you? Can I take a picture? Blah blah blah.
Yeah. Yeah. Spencer's a friendly guy.
That's in his realm. That's his thing. I gotta go away from this for a second.
I don't see Peggy dressed up in a costume or Walter. I'm looking, but I don't see it. So
no costumes. Nope.
Right.
Nope.
Yeah. So what did you get up to, Joe? What have you been up to this weekend?
Well, that wasn't my whole weekend. Come on.
Oh, was that? Oh, you're not done. Oh, okay.
Whoa.
You guys interrupted me
going.
there.
Oh.
The rest is not that exciting. Sunday morning, I did some stuff around the house, repiped some gas where I want to hook up. I'm going to hook up a furnace so I can melt metal that my dad had up at his place. And then we went to a friend was having like a pool party. One of the guys that does machine work for me, and we went over there and hung out for a while. And that was the weekend.
Okay, cool. Okay, may we move on now, Your Majesty?
Yes. You're allowed, Joe. You're allowed.
Joe, you may talk now, sir.
Okay, I can talk.
Okay, right.
So this week was really fun. I've had the past 2 weeks where I'm just kind of like not really doing any content, nothing. Just last weekend I flew home for a concert with my family, and then this weekend I had 2 of my close friends I grew up with actually fly down and spend the weekend here. So we Friday night we just kind of like hung out, didn't really do anything. Saturday I took them around Sarasota, showed them some cool stuff, hit the Sarasota Aquarium. And it was my friend's birthday weekend, so he was all about wanting to go down for nightlife stuff. I don't do any of that, so I was like, okay, dude, like I don't know where we're going, and we ended up in St. Pete did the Johns Pass Pier, walked around there, had a good time, and then they were like, all right, yeah, let's find another spot. So we ended up in downtown St. Pete, and that was really fun. I did probably 4 miles walking. My knees were screaming. So, yeah, it was a fun time. And yesterday, they flew into Tampa, and then they had to ended up having to fly out of Orlando because their flights got changed. So we woke up, headed into Orlando, and spent the day at Disney Springs. Dropped them off, came home, and I passed out cold. So,
okay, cool. Yeah, that's like Disney Springs, the mall area.
Like, one of my buddies hasn't really ever been to Florida since he was like a kid. So I was like, well, I was like, well, we can do Disney Springs while we're, they clearly spent a whole day there, and they were just having a ball. Weather was great. The only time it rained was when we were driving, and then after that, it was all good. But it was just a good time. Needed it. It was one of those things where it's like it's a set of friends that like you could not hang out for months or even years, and then the second you're all together, you're right back where you left off. And it was just such a fun time. So
Okay, cool.
so I'm recharged now, and I'm like, okay, I got to get back to doing content because I am so backed up. It's not even funny.
Oh yeah, man, it's a beast. They got to come up with some really good AI editing, man. I spent all day today editing until my brain was going numb.
And I actually got my AR-15 back from Anderson for I had to send it up for some warranty work. This is Anderson Manufacturing. It's a Frontline 11.5 AR pistol and 5.56 223 5.56. They sent it to me. We had them on my show. I had them on my show a couple months back. We really hit it off and started working with them, doing some videos. And they came out with this they built this to cater to a police department, and then it went so well that they actually decided to throw it into like a mid-tier to upper-tier AR-15. So they have a couple different flavors, but I wanted the 11.5 because I never had an AR pistol because growing up in Mass, couldn't even have any of that. But so I started shooting it, and there was some issues with I'd go to insert a mag, full load mag, drops free. I'm like, what's going on there? And I shot it at first, and I ran some heavier XM193 and M855 62 grains out of it, no problem. This gun is actually meant for like suppression, and it just with the barrel length in it and all. I don't have a suppressor on this yet, but what I started noticing is I was shooting just regular 55 grain PMC. I picked up a case from Brownells, and it just wasn't cycling. So I got in touch with them on a Saturday, and I was like, hey, this is what's going on. And I didn't know, but apparently the gas block, something was going on with the gas block, and I was having bleed off out of the front and rear of the gas block. So there's so much gas coming out of the bottom of the gas block that it was having cycling issues. I had video showing like what everything was going on. And because of that, they actually, from what I'm told, they started to redesign a lot of their stuff, so they were actually very grateful. I was able to be like, hey, this is what's going on. We kind of had an issue. So they were all happy. But yeah, I'm happy to have it back. I got my AR back and can't wait to get to the range and start shooting.
Okay, very cool. Congratulations. I don't know if is it me or can I hear a little bit of a buzz somewhere? I hear like a little buzz, but I don't think it's on my end because I'm not plugging in. Who's plugging into a sound system?
I have my.
Oh, okay. Do you guys? If you guys don't hear it, then it's probably me.
Yeah,
I always hear a buzz in my head, but that's
I got ears ringing all the
right. Okay, all right. Unless someone out there says that they can hear it too, we won't worry about it too much.
Okay.
Let's see. Shout out to everyone who's out there. I see Real Cujo 74 is out there. Jade Grew, Jen Champ, Kurt 24 also. Kurt says, I still call it Downtown Disney.
Yeah, they used to. That's the old thing for it, not anymore.
Yeah, Downtown Disney.
I haven't, Disney. Disney. We used to go every Christmas season to go Mickey's Very Merry Christmas when the boys were a little younger, and it was fun. But and I went as a kid. As a teenager, I had a friend's mother who worked at Publix, and they used to have a Publix night at Disney for all the employees of Publix. And I'd go with him, and I spent actually a week at Disney when I was 16, because when his mom got married, they spent a week there on their honeymoon, and we went with them, basically. So
what the heck?
We just went out. We go out in the parks all day long.
And they sent you off to the park so they can actually have a honeymoon.
Well, yeah, whatever. Yeah, we weren't with them during the day.
Right. Yeah. Thank goodness.
Two young males chasing after every other young female in the park.
Around the parks, yeah, that's probably fun.
Yeah. Oh, it was tremendously fun. I don't know. Disney. First thing, Disney's effing expensive. First thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, very expensive. And the food and stuff like that is crap. I hear they have like a special. There's a certain time of the year that they have like actual chefs and stuff come up there, and the food is really good.
The food has gotten a lot better.
Okay.
I will admit I am a definite Disney adult. I like going to the theme parks. I prefer Universal because it's a lot cheaper.
Universal is also better for boys. Like that's where we would go. And if we took our sons there, if we took them to Disney, they really got mad. They just wanted to see the stuff at Universal. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory. Yeah, sorry about that. I did not even know. What the heck? I did not even notice.
Pushing buttons.
Yeah. Let me see here. We go like this. There we go. I did not know. I didn't notice that thing was coming up. I guess I probably missed the sound. But yeah, I was just gonna say real quick. Disney Universal's was like this too when the boys were growing up and we were going there all the time. The safest things to consume in the park was either the big ass turkey legs, or soft serve ice cream. Everything else was crap. But you're saying it's better nowadays?
Oh yeah, it's much better depending on what park. I like Hollywood Studios the most because I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. So like they have like all different type of like catered toward like they do it a lot better than it used to be. I don't really go for the food as much because I kind of just like the thrills and stuff, but it's an added bonus. It's the whole vibe, but they need to make it a lot more affordable. I was looking at getting like an annual pass to either Disney or Universal, and it's 10 times more beneficial to get a Universal annual pass than a Disney, and it's like way cheaper. So like, I mean, but that's just. I mean, hey, I think I'm not going to be wanting to do roller coasters when I'm in my 50s, but like so.
Yeah.
Go on. The first time I went to Disney was this was back in the 70s, probably 75 like that. I went with a friend. His father had business in Orlando that day, and he dropped us off at Disney, and so we spent the day in the park. And at that age, I was just amazed how it worked. Ride in on the monorail, which first thing, monorail. Fuck, I never been on monorail. And then inside the park, you never see anybody. You never see anybody sweeping, picking up messes, hauling garbage. None of that because it's all done underground,
right?
And in behind buildings, so you don't see any of that. And I was just like amazed. How does this all work? Until you learn that they got the whole underground in Disney and all that stuff. So. That's one of the cool things I thought about it.
I think it's a fun time if like you're able to like. I went for my birthday last year and it was cool.
Yeah,
but yeah.
When I was a kid, I was big into Disney. Like my kids weren't, but when I was a kid back in the 70s, like Walter's saying, I
loved it.
Yeah, even living outside of America, like I remember my parents had all those Disney. Did you guys ever see the Disney encyclopedias on everything? Yeah, my parents had all of those. I would look through those. I learned how to draw like drawing Daffy Duck and Mickey Mouse and all that kind of stuff. Disney used to be cool.
Yeah, now they went super woke, and they're just. And that's what I kind of don't agree with. It's like
that's one of my problems now too. I don't feel like giving them my money because they're fucking,
exactly.
And I'd love to go see the Star Wars thing, and I'm sure my other folks would like to go see the Star Wars too. My other people here, but
I mean, Star Wars was a big thing to us, but now they don't want men. I don't think they want men to like that stuff. I think they're making it for women. I don't think they realize the audience is really men. Women go with us to those things, just like to keep us company or something like that.
I think yes and no because I've noticed a lot more that it's starting to cater towards women, but predominantly men are into stuff like that. But
Yeah, of course. There's female nerds for sure, but it was mostly men. Mostly men were into that. Women like chick flicks. Come on.
And that's the thing. I think that's
I
what
think
Disney
you're missing
tried.
something there. I really are.
Yeah, when Disney took over the Star Wars franchise and started revamping like a ton of different shows and movies and stuff like that, some people said some of them sucked. So yeah, some of them did, but I think they were trying to cater to another audience, and they kind of accomplished that. Yeah, did they go woke with certain franchises? Definitely. Like I didn't see the Ahsoka series. I watched a little bit of Kenobi, and
that stuff was all everything now that they're doing is all focused. But listen, let me ask you this: when you in your dating times, right? Like back in the days, like when I was younger, I don't know what it is currently, but when I was younger, you went out to the movies. So you're going out. So who is choosing the movie when you go out to the movie? We're all dudes here. Who's choosing the movie? Is your date choosing the movie? Are you choosing the movie? Did you go to chick flicks all the time when you were going on dates?
I saw a few. I mean,
no, sir.
I kind of saw it.
No.
I kind of saw a little bit of everything. I was a movie buff,
so when you were going out on dates with girls, you went to the chick flicks that they wanted to see.
In high school,
well, are you wanting to get a little action? You know what I'm saying? Or are you just
yeah.
By going to a chick flick?
Oh, I didn't.
Well, later. You know.
So like maybe a horror movie was good, like a horror movie, because she'll like jump and stuff like that, or hold your hand. Oh, you don't do horror movies? Okay.
No, I don't.
Man, in my time, it was like Freddy Krueger, Friday the 13th. Those were now there's like slasher movies. I don't watch that stuff.
Yeah, I don't watch that.
Yeah. Murder, Death, Kill.
I used to watch the like Paranormal Activity movies.
Yeah.
Movies. Those were like but
I never spent my okay, wait.
Rom-coms were like a kind of a safe bet, like
comedy.
Yeah, comedy in general. Yeah. The only chick flick I remember ever going to see was to Wong Fu. I don't know if anyone knows what that movie is. That's a old movie.
I've never seen The Notebook or
no, I've never seen that. Wong Fu was a straight up cross-dressing movie. But it had, you're not going to believe this, it had all the badass dudes. It was weird. And I don't know, when I was in that movie, I was like, why the hell am I? What the fuck am I doing here? So,
I don't watch Rocky Horror Picture Show one time.
Let me see if I can show you guys To Wong Fu. To Wong Fu is this movie. And that right there is Wesley Snipes, Patrick Swayze. Oh, hold on. Let me see. I got to bring it down. Wesley Snipes, Patrick Swayze, and John Leguizamo dressed as chicks. That's right. That's happened.
That's scary shit.
That happened. And pretty much cured me of ever.
I would never.
Yeah. That was the only thing. I went to sci-fi, action, comedy.
Yeah, I saw a good amount.
Not The Color Purple. I'm not going to go see The Color Purple or whatever other. Somebody's got to die in the movie I'm going to see. Lots of people have to get thrown off of buildings.
There was one I sat through, and I only watched the movie once because I cried my eyes out. It was so sad. It was My Sister's Keeper, where it was the daughter was dying of cancer. And it was with Cameron Diaz and a few other, and I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. And like
Cameron
I saw
Diaz.
it, and I'm like, I'm never watching this again. It was a great movie, but like, it was just so I don't really cry at movies often, so that was
here's a movie that I saw one time at the theater, and we actually have the DVD, and I won't watch it again. It's called We Were Soldiers with Mel Gibson about Vietnam.
I don't think I've ever seen that one. Mel Gibson's a good actor. Like he did a lot of the action movies back in my time, but I
will go to war over the fact if someone says The Patriot is not a good movie. That's
The Patriot's awesome.
That is how you trigger me, and
it was good.
No.
Yeah, that's the movie where he was just murderizing people in that movie.
Yeah.
He's just
right there, baby, right there.
Damn it! I don't have an axe to pull out right now. But here you go. This is what he needed in The Patriot for those dudes.
No, he'd run around on ammo. See, that scene where he kills all the Brits with his axe. That's
where he was like throwing the axe and then running and then grabbing the axe out of someone's face and then putting it in another face. Yeah,
you can't reload fast enough.
Yeah. So here's what I'm saying. When do you remember going to the movie? I don't like to watch a chick flick with Lola. If I watch a chick flick from my house, Lola can't even be here. She gets mad at me all the time because she's like, "Oh, I was like, no, I'm not gonna look at it." Then if I'm here by myself working on something, I might watch a chick flick in the background, but I won't watch it with Lola. Won't do it. If we're all looking at something, it's got to be like fun or so it's got to be. I don't think that I'm not saying that there are movies for women and there are there are movies that women go to, but I think women were going to most of these sci-fi movies with the dudes.
Oh yeah.
That's my thing. But they want to change that. They want to change that.
Well, I think with like the Harry Potter series too, that changed it.
That changed the whole game. Yeah.
A lot of people. It kind of opened up a like nerddom of like, you have all these franchises that are very, very popular with everybody, men, women, children, you name it.
I think Harry Potter is a universally accepted thing amongst all the sexes and all kinds of different people. Because we would take our kids to see Harry Potter stuff. And we also enjoyed the movies. We read the books, listened to the audio books.
My mom, like growing up, me and my dad, we'd watch every action movies and this and that.
We have them all here.
Yeah. Do you guys ever play the Harry Potter game when you're watching movies that are not Harry Potter? Do you know what that is? So in other words, if I'm looking at a movie that's not Harry Potter so the other day I was watching Mel Gibson. No, not Mel Gibson. Russell Crowe in Noah.
Yep.
The movie Noah, which is actually a pretty good movie. It's like, so I'm watching. Yeah, and it has frickin' Hermione up in there. So what I do is every time someone comes in a movie, you go whoever says Harry Potter first wins. So if you see someone that was in the Harry Potter movies in any other movie, whoever says Harry Potter first wins. And Hermione was all up in that movie. In Noah.
I did that with Get Him to the Greek with Jonah Hill and Russell Brand in that scene, and they have the kid that plays Draco Malfoy.
Right. Yeah. Draco. Okay, he's a good actor. Yeah.
I got to get off movie night because Hank will talk all fucking night about movies.
Oh yeah, I could talk all night about movies.
Yeah. Let's talk about movies. Walter doesn't look at movies unless it has tanks in it.
And I don't seriously dislike folks that talk.
Well, you're the one saying if I'm not mistaken, you just said, "Oh, Hank will talk all night about movies."
You will. That's fact.
It happens.
Okay, what movies do you not fall asleep in that don't have tanks?
Then you guys start reciting lines to movies.
Okay, all right, Walter. What would you like to talk about, Your Majesty?
Well, we were talking about the weekend. So what did you do this weekend, Hank Strange?
Who, me? What did I do? I was just hanging out. with the Cybertruck doing stuff. Driving Lola around.
Nice truck. Be nice truck. Be nice.
Yeah, I was driving Lola around. I went to get a bunch of salt for the filter, the water filter here at the house. And I used the Cybertruck. I used it for actual truck things. I don't know if I have a picture somewhere.
Did you record that?
I took a picture.
Did you bend the tailgate?
You go out with the Cybertruck, you should go live every time you go out with the Cybertruck.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you bend the tailgate for using it?
No, of course not.
I'm saying, man.
Of course not.
You've seen that photo of like someone that tried to use the Cybertruck to get like 5 or 6 sheets of plywood. And they put the tailgate down using it as a truck, and the tailgate on the Cybertruck just bent because it couldn't handle it.
No, I didn't see that. I'm not familiar with that. I know people have overloaded things, but I don't think 5 sheet five things is overloading it. No, but yeah, so check that out. Look at that. Look at the salt in the bed.
I could put that in the damn Fiat, so don't.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, still, I threw it up in there.
I had about 15
and that,
gallon.
Right.
Profile barrels in the back of the Fiat this morning.
And I didn't take any pictures. Do I have pictures? I didn't take any. Well, so first of all, I went at night because I went to wash the Cybertruck. I have video of that.
Why did you go at night?
That's the best time to go, when it's nice and cool.
I was gonna say, like, is it like a clandestine mission to wash the
So
Cybertruck?
it was daylight, but I was washing the Cybertruck.
Okay.
So what wound up happening is by the time I was done, it was freaking dark. Because I waited until it was freaking hot. It was hot outside, man.
Yeah, it gets hot, man. It's hot.
Yeah, it was hot outside. So, yeah, I didn't,
I did take another picture that I sent to Hank, and you didn't see it, Joe. A guy was walking around the Comic-Con with a cardboard Cybertruck over him.
No, that wasn't a Cybertruck. I saw that picture. That was some kind of Honda Civic or something like that. That's from Initial D. That thing. Where did you put this picture?
Hang on a second.
That thing is from Initial D. I'll see. But here we go. Anyway, so there's me washing off my wedge. There you go. Getting the bugs off.
Washing your wedge off. That sounded good. Wash your wedge off, man.
The next question is, when you park this in a parking lot, are you one of those people that park way on the ass end of the parking lot and take up a couple spots with that, or like?
No. I went to like a AutoZone or something to get some stuff, cleaning stuff, and the guys in there lost their shit when they saw it out in the parking lot. Yeah. But
for 24, I'm going to go back to the movies just a little bit.
What? No, that's a violation. We're not.
I have to clarify something. Okay?
Oh boy. Mm-hmm.
Okay, is Hank and Walter remember when Star Wars came out and waited in long lines and was the best effects back then? Okay, when Star Wars came out, that was like 75 or 6 or whenever that was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I thought it was another goofy like Battlestar Galactica thing. One of the goofy sci-fi movies. I didn't go to the theater and see it. I did. I didn't see Star Wars at the theater until I went to the Dollar Theater.
When was the first Star Wars movie? You're saying 76, I think? Let me see.
Yeah,
77, something like that?
76, 77 is when
yeah, 77. Episode A New Hope, right? Yeah, 70. Yep. 77. Yeah.
I went to the Dollar Theater. We had a Dollar Theater in our area. Because I was like, I'll go see it for $1. What the heck? And, but I didn't wait in lines. No, I'm not a line waiter. I don't like to wait in lines. I don't like.
I think I saw Star Wars the first time in England, and so I was born in Guyana, and Guyana didn't really get the latest movies. They had like the older James Bond movies from what was it? James Bond started in what, like early 60s?
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. So they had those movies and a lot of Indian movies. So when we when we went to live in England and I saw Star Wars, I lost my shit. I was like, whoa, wow.
There's a whole other world out there.
Yeah, I remember, but if you compare it, I remember when the first Star Trek movie was in theaters, and that was actually pretty good. But Star Trek started as like a TV show. But when they had the first movie in the theaters, that the special effects or graphics in there, I think, were probably better than Star Wars. That was mostly, what do you call it? It wasn't a lot of CG and stuff like that back then. So that was mostly practical graphics and animation, puppets and stuff like that. Well, not far off from the Muppet Show or Sesame Street.
Right. Well, that's why a lot of people started complaining about Star Wars, because it turned into one big CGI movie versus having actual, like characters in a live action kind of setting, which I think makes it better. And it's more realistic than having.
I think it's how you tell the story. Me personally, I think it's how you tell the story. I've seen some badass movies that were done, and they're mostly CG, and I've seen some horrible ones. And I've seen some bad movies that were done with the animatronics and all that, and some horrible ones. So, it depends on how you tell the story, I think. And
well, it depends on how much money you have to do the movie, too.
True.
That's true. But I don't think Lucas had a lot of money when he did Star Wars initially.
No, that wasn't a high dollar movie.
No, I don't think he had a lot of money. And he stole from a lot of stuff. Like, he stole from Dune heavily.
He stole from the damn Nazis. Come on, man.
I mean, that that was common back in the days. Look at the
helmets, the weapons.
Yeah, but look at what's his name? What's the name of the guy that went and like found old treasure and stuff like that? You know who I'm talking about? The archaeologist dude. Indiana Jones. Yeah, that was good. Those were good movies too, and they messed those up.
Well, that's before they got all woke. I mean, yeah, his arch things he hates the most in all the world is I hate Nazis. That's
Yeah.
I hate Nazis.
Between Spielberg and Lucas, that's what they were up to. So now we've burned through. We have 20-something seconds left, thanks to Walter, who claimed that he hates movies.
I just no. So you're talking for me again. I didn't say I hate movies.
How dare you, Walter?
Damn you, child! Damn you!
We're gonna take this break. We're gonna come back and we'll talk about we'll talk about guns. We'll talk about guns or something. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like High Point Firearms and Full Forge Gear, bags and gear for everyday life. Did you know High Point is an American family-owned and operated company located in Ohio with over 30 years of manufacturing experience? High Point is proud to be the home of the working man's gun and your source for affordable handguns and carbines with a lifetime warranty. So when you're in the market, please consider High Point. So what? Oh, I went to this again. Let me see. Shut all of this off. Bam, bam. What did you think about? What did you think about the graphic? Did you see the graphic? I'm gonna try to see if I could.
I like the graphic.
I didn't understand the polar bear, but
well, because you're the polar bear.
Polar bear. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're the polar bear in there.
Oh, okay.
Because I had to. I mean, what was I gonna do, Joe? Lola was like, Babyface is off, right? And Joe's coming on. And I was like, okay, awesome. And what the hell do I put up there?
I don't know. I don't have the beard anymore. So it's not like I'm a bearded.
So then I was like, okay, polar bear. I don't know.
Okay.
What would you, in the future, what would you like? Look, you got, you're roaring. The polar bear is roaring. But I don't know. I thought New Hampshire.
Majestic. Yeah,
I thought New Hampshire polar bears. What else you going to do?
Yeah, very majestic.
You got tactical gear on? Check that out.
Yeah.
It
looks like I got enough pouches in that hold a few Sten mags.
Yeah. So that I don't know. I didn't have anything else, Joe. At the time,
okay. I didn't need a bullet. I was observing.
At the time, I was like, I don't know what else. But if you, what's your spirit animal, Joe? What's your spirit animal?
It's a manatee.
A manatee?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay,
I have a t-shirt that says
Walter's cracking up.
No, like one of my t-shirts through factac.com. I have all my t-shirts and merch through factac.com.
Yeah. You know what? I did just realize, look at his face. He's cleanly shaven.
Yeah. But yeah, I have a tactical manatee t-shirt, and it's a manatee with nods and an MP5 SD.
All right, next, I got to remember that. I got to make a mental note.
I'm just saying.
Manatee. Tactical manatee.
They're the nicest creatures on God's earth. They don't do anything.
Let me see while we're talking if I could come up with a tactical manatee. If that's possible.
But yeah, no.
Yeah. It's got to be doable. I don't know.
They just
I'll try.
hang out and they're soft creatures, soft-spoken creatures. They don't do anything.
Since when have you liked manatees?
I've always liked them. I've always had a thing for them.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I know. You look at me. You're like, manatees. I wouldn't have picked that.
No, listen. Manatees are majestic. Yes, for sure.
They are. They are majestic AF. All right.
Yeah. I don't know if I can get this thing to do a manatee, but let's see. I'll see. I'll make some stabs at it. And I'll see if I can actually get a manatee to come up out of it.
Plus, me and Walter actually had a discussion on polar bear and grizzly bear attack with the Keg 12. we were talking about, if you're
Joe-
in
Joe wants
Yellowstone.
Joe wants so bad to go after a bear with a K-12. He just
Oh, really? Why?
Well, I don't go after him, just like defending against it, with his what I call the move along grip, the move along muzzle brake.
Oh,
You say you're in Yellowstone, you sit there, you pull it to the side of the road, have a picnic, and all of a sudden a grizzly bear shows up. You have a K-12, with that muzzle brake, you just kind of, hey, move along, boom, and you're good.
Oh, why doesn't this one have that muzzle brake, Walter? Did we change it?
No, because that just wasn't what. Remember, yours is threaded inside, I believe, for the.
Oh, right. For suppressors.
Yeah.
Your suppressor you have.
Yeah.
So Walter disagrees with me, and he says the K-12 would not be an efficient bear defense. And
You'd have to have slugs, but I don't know how they work. How do slugs work with these? Did I shoot? I can't remember if I shot
slugs out of it.
Yeah, it could shoot anything, but yeah.
I mean,
I want the damn. I want the Benelli with 9 shots, ghost loaded with 9 shots. I don't want to have to run and reload. I don't want none of that silly business.
Oh, I see.
That's like when you go hunt Cape buffalo. You might have a.
I thought Walter. Who else other than me thought Walter was just about to say it when you go cunt hunting?
Where's your mind, son?
I was like, what is Walter gonna say that?
That's where we're going tonight.
Yeah, okay, go back to it, Walter. You want more shots to throw at
you always have a guy when White Wana is getting ready to shoot the Cape buffalo. There's always the guys that go with all them hunting with the big double barrel rifles and the just in case Big Wana misses or doesn't kill it when it comes charging at them. They got somebody in the background can do it with their eyes closed.
So check this out. This is an approximation. No, that's not a manatee. That looks like an alien.
It's an elephant.
It looks like some alien creature.
It looks like one of the creatures from Star Wars, actually.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good enough. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll have to go. Well, I'll have to keep trying. I'm gonna save that though. That might be interesting. Yeah, it's I don't think this AI could do manatees very easily.
Sad.
Maybe it's not requested often.
You know what? I think I also put cyborg manatee, so I got to take the cyborg part.
Not...
I got to take the cyborg part out because it's too complicated to do a manatee and make him a cyborg at the same time.
He's got to be sweet looking. He's got to be a soft, touchy manatee. You want to touch and squeeze him.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to squeeze the manatee, but okay.
Bird 24 says it looks like Snuffleupagus.
That's true.
We might have to try. Oh my God, they're just coming out weird.
Cunting, laugh out loud. That is not the way you. No. Not with the rifle.
So this is another weird one right here. Let me see. Go ahead. I'm listening to you guys.
But I just want to know, is the M1 carbine that you have there, is that an inland or is it a Fulton Armory?
This is an inland. Actually, this is, and I haven't taken it off for some reason, but this is the tag from the CMP. This was a CMP M1 carbine.
Oh yeah, that's beauty.
And I think I paid like $450 for them when I bought them.
I'd like to go back to that pricing, not $1,300. And
well, yeah. While you guys were talking about movies, I was fixing the sling. The sling wasn't set up right, so I had to do it right. But anyways, yeah. This is a nice gun, actually. I mean, the stock is not original. They replaced the stock at some point, but I was actually shocked when these guns showed in because my first CMP M1 carbine was kind of in a ratty stock and everything, but it was nice, I got one from my dad, and I got one at that one time, and Peggy's got one of her own, and I think I had, I hate to say it, I had like too many M1 carbines.
I wish you post sampled one.
Let's just say I've seen somebody try to do it that didn't know what they were doing, and I threw those parts away and made it back. I made it legit legal again. But it's kind of a weird. I got like a linkage type thing and a switch and all that. It's Americans, they don't know how to design a proper machine gun.
Since I was just thinking, since we've got both of you guys, it's kind of like a little Safety Harbor Firearms show.
It is.
What the hell? What the hell do you? Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
I was going to say it's been so long since I've seen Walter. You know.
Yeah, like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So what the hell have you guys been up to in the shop lately? Let's talk about that while I'm. Oh, this actually is a Manatee right here. I'm going to show you guys this like in a minute. I'm going to get a few of these up here so we can have some good laughs. But I got one that actually looks like a Manatee. So what were you guys getting up to in the shop today?
Joe was just blasting and cleaning MP5 buttstock parts, compact entry stock parts, and then in the afternoon he was running milling machine after Connor left. I, in the morning, went up to a shop that does some work for me and dropped off some barrels that need to be profiled, some 22-inch barrels, and discussed a couple other things with him. That's why I went Sunday. The pool party was my machinist friend but I've been giving him work to do since 2000. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it, but time flies when you're making guns, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no. So are you guys working on any cool projects that you could talk about? Any guns that people are waiting for?
Mm-hmm. I'm building a 1911 at the shop. I've worked with Brown Owls to send me one of their BRN 1911 frames.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I've seen something on that. Yeah.
Yeah, and Walter is.
I was just going to say, I have it should have been the simplest. We were defudding a K98 Mauser, right? So if you look on Joe's channel stuff, I gave him. He bought from me a stock I had, and he was going to do it, and then he decided he didn't want to do it anymore. So I bought it from him, the whole project. So I start to buy parts to put. I've got a K98 German Action, and it's sitting in a Czech VZ24 stock. Well, Czechs and Germans don't speak the same language. So I bought parts for a Czech gun that didn't fit on the German gun. And then I bought German parts that didn't fit on the German gun right. But, back up. They didn't fit right on the barrel, and then I had a Czech stock, and those two don't like to make love either. So it turned into a clusterfuck, one of those things. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to machine, because I have a CNC lathe, and I talked to Chris today about it. We're going to make a bushing that slides over the K98 barrel. Then I'll be able to slide the Czech rear sight on it, and then we'll be able to use that, and it should work out fine. But I could. But if I was to buy a German stock, by the time I got done, I could just go buy a K98 Mauser.
Yeah.
So what was the whole point of the whole thing if you're going to spend just as much?
Is this going to be a thing that's going to be? Is this just for you? Is this a one-off or something that's going to be available?
This is I'm just trying to turn the hunting rifle back into a military rifle just for shooting. For having fun, It's got. Somebody drilled the receivers to mount a peep sight on it, so it's not perfect by any means, but it's just for fun.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be simple and easy, but it turned into one of these not so simple and easy projects. So
Joe is working on a 1911. Can we get some SHF 1911 parts or something?
No.
Yeah, no, it's not.
No, not my thing, man. Not my thing.
Yeah, I would like to start. I've been talking to Walter trying to see if we can start doing 410 K12s again, but that's
okay.
I'm a 410 nerd, and that's my thing. I love me some 410, and.
But Walter, you did some of those because I remember
I did 410s for a while.
Yeah, because I think that what's his name? Not Kevin Dixie.
Tyven's got one.
Tyven has it. Oh, okay, yeah.
He loves it.
Yeah, I think there's quite a few people that got those. I never got one, but it would be nice. When you think about it.
For a while, back when when people were riding and then COVID, you couldn't. you couldn't find the donor shotguns,
Mm-hmm.
and you couldn't find the donor shotguns at a decent price either. So,
Yeah.
my opinion, I'm not going to try to. Well, I'm not going to use any names, but you know, you can only get so much out of one of these shotguns, in my opinion, to sell
Mm-hmm.
it. So, and how much do I want to spend, and how long do I want to have it in my? I like to make things and make them go away.
Yeah, in your inventory, right?
Yeah,
right.
Get them out of the books. Get them out of the books.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because every time our 3-letter agencies show up, you got to drag all that junk out.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, but also there's a bunch of stuff that you guys make. People are waiting for. I mean, I see the.
Well, I mean,
see the
if
comments
I
all the
put
time.
together a dozen 50 cals, a dozen 50 cals get sold. I mean, that's just the way it is. People are.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter what barrel length.
Yep.
They end up going away. Even though 29 is the most wanted barrel length, and I have those barrels on order, they probably show up sometime in October, I think. But yeah.
Did you get a lot of requests for the shorter one? The like the Super Shorty 50. Remember we
No,
did
not
that back
really.
in the day.
I mean,
Okay.
there are people that want that, but it's a limited. I still have barrels
Okay.
for that too. I can build
Mhm.
that for somebody if
Oh,
they want one.
I want to
You
build
want
like
me to
I want to do like an SBR and do like get the lower and the upper together in SBR. But like I'm trying to think, what do I SBR? The lower or the upper? Because they're both.
I would probably SBR.
You have to do the lower, don't you?
You have to. Well, 2 different serial numbers, my friend.
Oh, that's right. So how does that work, Walter?
I would probably do the upper. I
Really?
would probably just do the upper, yeah.
Oh, because that's what the okay.
That's
Yes.
got the little barrel.
Yeah, have a CQB 50 BMG. Like that's
Oh my
that's
God.
gold right there.
You gotta have CQB. You gotta have.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think you know what. I think there's a market for it, without a doubt. I think there are people who would buy them. Just
Well,
they're cool.
There are
They're
people right now
flamethrowers.
making some short ones, and some other people on the internet have touted. They short 50 cals, and we've made shorter than that. I mean,
How do the super short ones fare with? I'm trying to remember if we did suppressors or not. I can't remember if we put.
well, a suppressor. When I went to a rock veteran shoot last October, I had a 12-inch barrel with a behemoth can on it from our friends at my brain went blank.
Liberty.
Yeah, Liberty suppressors.
Mm-hmm.
But we were shooting subsonic ammo too. We weren't shooting full power ammo. So I don't know how the can would like the full power ammo and all that powder going off inside the can. I don't know how that would work.
So Kurt24 says, "How do you make that short 50 cal shoot soft?"
Muzzle brake.
You can shoot. Well, you have the muzzle brake, but because
The round.
because the barrel's so short, it doesn't have time to create the recoil.
Okay.
I mean, I thought that too. I've shot them one-handed, full power ammo.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we've done. Yeah.
Not bad at all.
Jen Champ Jr. says, "Cunting." Laugh out loud. And he also says Joe looks hot. He looks hot. There you go.
I'm not laughing at you, Joe. I'm just laughing at the statement.
That's with the accent, I'm guessing. I guess I was supposed to say it
Joe,
with the accent.
You're hot.
You're hot.
Hot.
I'm trying to do the accent, but
Yeah, you do a horrible accent. Hank.
back the car.
I just let you do
It's hot. That's so hot. So hot. Okay, do you want to look at? Let's see. Let's look at some. Let's look at some of these. Let's look at some of these.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna flip through
the hell
this.
is that?
That's
a
a weird. That's a weird alien creature. There we go. That's
That's a weird one too.
Nope. Still not getting there.
There,
They're
that's
getting
like
close
the.
there.
There we go.
There you go.
Look at that. That's so cute.
I make Patrick jealous.
It's not tactical in any way, shape, or form. But okay, this one had nothing to do with it. But I just like the guns. Here we go.
Oh,
Boom. That one's tactical.
There you go.
The AI is terrible with the words, by the way. If you're looking,
Yes,
at this, AI is horrible with the. Look, oh, ooh.
Look at that one.
This one's scary.
That's a mutant one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That one got out. That's what you find in Chernobyl. That's a Chernobyl manatee.
That's from like the last Suicide Squad movie. This one is a little bit alien looking.
That's
I don't know.
Pirates. That's from Pirates.
Yeah, I don't think that actually quite made it.
That's a cyberpunk.
Yeah, this is definitely Star Wars.
Yeah, that's a Star Wars character.
Pod racing. That's a pod racing.
This one's kind of goofy.
A walrus.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably more like a walrus. I would agree. How about that? Nah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I like that little.
It's a little tactical. And this one's totally goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all I got. That's all I got, guys.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of work.
It's all good.
Takes a lot of work. There was that one was good. There was one in there that was not bad.
That cute little one right on your shoulder. That's a cute
yeah. That was the one.
Next
time.
Yeah, we'll recreate that photo in real life next time we shoot.
Right.
I'll just rest my head on your shoulder.
Let's see. So we've got like 30 seconds here, but what's going on in the news that we need to talk about here? Are you guys following the news? You know, got some things in the
interweb.
Yeah.
Like we were
Anything?
Talking about before the show. Earthquake in Portugal.
Okay.
Belarusians are lining up on the Ukrainian border and might invade. That's pretty big news if you don't want to go to war in Europe. What else? Okay, then there's the Kamala, whatever her name is, and all the memes about her.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of manufacturers like Safety Harbor Firearms. SHF is a quintessential family-owned small business, totally representative of the American dream. Safety Harbor Firearms is a Florida-based manufacturer of the compact entry stock and the SHTF 50 upper for an AR-15 lower. Also, SHF happily delivers on your Sten gun parts needs. So don't forget to check out stenparts.com and safetyharborfirearms.com.
All right, so let's see. Oh, let me take these off right here. And there we go. All right, so yeah, check it out. Safety Harbor Firearms. That's right.
Take 12. I couldn't remember what to call it before.
Yeah.
This is a what? This is a huh? That's a
I had to. It's a good thing it's written right there. You know.
Yes.
That helps.
Can't miss it.
Yeah. Plus, I got my 5.7 pistol in the house. What?
Look at that. Now, do you prefer shooting the? You have both of them, right? I think you have the Gen 1 and Gen 2.
No, I used to have the Gen 1, but I've got the not the Dagger. What's the PSA one? That's 5.7. I got the Rock, and I thought I had the Ruger, or did I shoot? I can't remember if I was shooting
you probably
Rich's Ruger.
Sure.
Yeah. So let me see something. Oh, you know what? Tulsi Gabbard endorsed Trump. I saw that. Okay.
I saw that.
So did RFK. Okay.
Yeah.
Bless their hearts.
Right.
It's just
you're not feeling him.
Yeah, just the whole thing. Like it's like I'm at this point now where I'm like, I think like most politicians are gonna lie to you, and the government is out to just like it's just what are they hiding from us? Okay,
it's pretty simple. It's called aliens.
I knew that was going there.
Why can't I, if I ever wanted to, book a flight to Antarctica? How come I'm not allowed to go into certain?
No. Where's the airport in Antarctica?
You can get that.
Tell me where the airport is, okay?
Why are you bringing this up, Joe? Is this some flat Earth stuff? I don't understand.
No, it's not.
The Nazi airport there. That's what the Nazi airport. Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a flat Earth stuff. This is conversations you get into when you have 2-hour rides to Orlando. And
don't go that way. Don't go flat Earth.
I'm not saying I'm flat Earth. I'm just saying they're hiding some shit out there, and they found some stuff out there.
Oh, the government's always hiding stuff from us. That guy just came out talking about the UFOs. Who's that UFO guy that was on Joe Rogan?
Yeah,
there's stuff they found in Egypt that they don't want you to see.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. Yeah.
Why can't I go to the Great Pyramids? Huh? How come I can't go?
Well, you can go, but you can't dig a hole underneath it or anything because and it's not because I don't think it's alien technology, but what they've found is things that throw the narrative off that the Egyptians try to preach. It's like if all of a sudden in the middle of Paris in a hole they found bones older than the stuff in Africa. You think they would tell you about it?
No,
probably not.
Because that throws the narrative off. And the narrative is, about Africa being the birthplace of civilization, yada, yada, yada. So it's the same kind of stuff,
Yeah.
Whether that's true or false or whatever.
I mean, I think it all depends on the people who, if
here's what it depends on right here.
The money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's getting the
If they found that in Ukraine, you'd be so happy. You'd be like, yep, that's definitely the truth. I believe it.
Let me just
It's what I always knew was true. And then everyone has their confirmation bias.
Yeah.
You see
exactly.
the picture? You see the picture of that watch I put up today? That one that is the anniversary of the 1,500. Yeah. That was built in Soviet Russia when they were still part of. They still were exploiting the Ukrainians. Celebrating the 1,500th year of Kiev, right? And that was 30, 40 years ago. That watch was made.
Okay.
Do you think the Russians will admit to that kind of stuff now?
No.
Will the Russians ever admit that they didn't actually make AK-47s? No, that's not going to happen either.
Okay, back to factual stuff.
I know. AKs were invented by a Ukrainian. I would believe that. I would believe that, hands down.
No, I'm not saying that either.
But I would.
They would say that Moscow is older than Kiev, and that's a flat-ass lie. So, because Kiev was in the trading route from the Asian, the ancient trading routes. That's why that place was there.
Yeah.
Moscow wasn't on any trading route.
So there's a lot of weird stuff that you can get into with this. But personally, I believe the truth is there is a truth, right? There is a truth, and that's finite. There is a finite truth, but we don't tend to know it. We are in pursuit of that said truth.
Yeah.
All the time.
We're not willing to accept what the truth is. That's better.
And I think there's been lots of civilizations on the face of this planet that have been wiped out.
Came and gone.
Yep.
They always make it like the old civilizations were stupid fucks that couldn't wipe their own ass. And then when you find these stuff and that they traveled across the oceans and they had
did lots of shit, astronomy.
Yeah. And they're like, oh well, that
lots of shit.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't think we really know the truth, and I would also agree that I don't think the government wants to know. Like, listen, everything is bread and circuses, man. They're just trying to keep us entertained and distracted most of the time.
This is what I'm going to say. Every time this alien thing comes back up in the press, every time there's something else they don't want you to look at. Every time. That's a distraction for a lot of, I'll say this, weak-minded folks that are easily, they go, aliens, I'm going to check that out.
Yeah.
I'm not watching what's really going on.
But they're admitting, the government has admitted there's aliens.
What is an alien?
I'm not just talking, I mean, they've admitted that there's spacecraft and stuff like that didn't come from Earth and doing things that the current technology. There's a guy who was working in the Pentagon that was in charge of all this stuff that was just on Joe Rogan. He just released a book. Something, I forgot what his name was, like Louis Elizondo or something like that. There's a guy who just came out and he works for the Pentagon hiding all this stuff.
Well, I know. So, until I see some pictures of real stuff, I'm like, oh, okay, what are you selling? What are you selling, fella? What are you selling?
I get that.
So two things. What he could be saying is true in my opinion, right? But also I could agree with you that a lot of that stuff comes out in order to distract us from other shit. So both things could be true, and I think more than likely they both are true.
I'm not saying that it isn't, and I know the Gov hides a lot of stuff and it makes up stories to distract you away from what's really going on.
Yeah,
I mean,
you've talked about the elevators going down into the mountains of Nevada.
I happen to know somebody that went 15 floors down.
Right, exactly. So what is down there? Tell me what's down there, Walter. Tell me what's down there. The Black Jesus is Black baby Jesus down there.
I just
hope
want to know
so.
what's going on between surface level in those 15 floors.
Yeah,
Okay,
no one's afraid. No one's afraid of the first 5 levels down. It's the next 15 levels down that you got to worry about. But yeah, I mean,
let me just say this: that, a lot of the places underground in this country were also, after World War II, a lot of the Germans were the ultimate tunnel diggers. A lot of those engineers and stuff came over here and started digging tunnels for us. So all the missile silos, a lot of that was German designed.
Also, here's another thing. If they're talking about this whole alien phenomenon and all that, do you really think if that, is the world ready to accept it? Like, if it comes out saying, yeah, no, it's a real thing.
I think right now the world wouldn't care at this particular point in history.
I don't think they care.
No, I don't think the world would care. Look at we got weirdos walking around every day. We got mofos. We got dudes who think they could pop out babies.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
that's another government thing too, by the way. So.
Yeah. So I think most people. I've always had this question. I've posed it several times here on the channel. If the president, not Biden, but the one who's actually running things right now, Obama, if he came out and admitted to us all that
Big Mike come
or Big Mike could be running things right now. Big Mike could be laying that pipe down on Kamala. You never know. But so if whoever's the boss of the Illuminati that controls everything that goes on, if they come out and say, "Oh yes, aliens are real. They are our overlords. They are masters." The only thing we got to feed them a couple of people's kids got to go to them. Most people would just go to work tomorrow. Yeah. Most people would just go about their business. Probably. I'm sorry. That's just the world we're living in.
And just move on with their day.
Yeah. Most people will go, "Oh, is it? As long as it's not my kids, it's all good."
Yeah. Or cool, shit. Why is it so expensive for me to go to the grocery store right now? Still, aliens, cool. Don't care about that. Let's figure this out.
They can get their Bud Light. And they can get their lotto tickets.
Yeah. They can pick even what's happening in the grocery stores is controlled by the government. What's happening at the gas pump is controlled by the government. First of all, our gasoline and stuff like that is subsidized heavily. And I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying that if you compare it to other countries and stuff like that, but they're controlling everything.
Other countries are taxed out of their every orifice they have. Mm-hmm. That's why, like in England, you get your free health care. Yeah, you ever go everybody go fuel by the liter in England? Mm-hmm. Expensive.
Nuts, man. If you look at the price, what's it compared to, Walt? If we're paying, what are we paying now? I think we're at $3.40 a gallon here. That's probably
I think when the Russia things first started up and they used that as an excuse to jack up the prices, I think they were paying $7 a liter.
Yeah, but how many liters in a gallon? It's at what, 3, 4? Yeah. Yeah, so think about that.
Yeah. Bless their hearts. You want some free health care? We already have enough. We already have enough taxes here. You think free health care is going to get any better?
We have free health care here too, and so people can talk all that shit. Yeah.
No comprende. No, I don't know what you're talking about. No comprende.
No, all of us just need to just leave.
Indigent.
Come back across the border. What's your name? Hector Elizondo Jr.
My name is.
There you go. Here's your card.
Pedro.
I am Pedro.
Yeah. Seriously.
My name's Jeff.
The guy's gonna write down Jefe.
This is why I just it's the best thing I think anybody could do is just disconnect from all mainstream media and
I think pay enough attention. I believe in voting. Just go vote.
Yeah, I do believe. Yeah, I definitely think that I completely understand agree with voting.
Just pay attention, but don't lose your mind over it. That's why we try to have fun and talk about fun things. I'm happy to talk about guns here and all that with anyone.
That's why I stopped watching the news after the last election because it's all mostly just bullshit.
Mm-hmm. I had to tell my dad. I had to convince my dad to stop watching the news because he'd watch the news every single morning before work and
get all pissed off.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, we gotta like go to work, and like you're already like redlining. Could we just like cut it out, please?
I get the news, as strange as it is, from Hank Strange sometimes, and then I get
That is a bad place.
I get it from John Crump.
well.
I said Walter weird shit.
Oh yeah. I don't. Sorry, yeah. I go. What the hell is it? No, I was watching Crump's thing this afternoon about the FBI calling everybody. Everything that we do and say is, we're troublemakers to the FBI.
Oh.
I mean,
Lola. By the way, Lola wants to know. Lola's asking me about this thing. Let me see if I could put it up here, because Lola's asking me, where is this?
Where's Waldo?
She sent me a picture. She said, "Where is this?"
Oh, that's
that's at your place, yeah.
Yeah,
that's at Safety Harbor, because Walter, I think, put this together, if I'm not mistaken.
We painted it and everything. Yeah, that's years ago, but it's at my house. Why you need?
Yeah, but Walter owns this gun. Yeah, this is a Ruger. What is this? A Ruger 1022 in a bullpup kit, Walt, or something else?
Yeah, yeah.
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
That's nice. That's a nice.
Yeah, that's an old picture.
Look at that photo editing right there. Oh.
Filters. There's a lot of filters.
If you're supposed to take pictures like that, sometimes you set it down, you take the picture. Aside from adjusting the colors and the hues and all that stuff a little bit, if you get the right background, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah. Well, the background is what was that in the background? Just a bunch of bolts. Yeah. You mofos, you guys should be taking those pictures all day long.
I know. And you should be taking pictures when you're riding in your Cybertruck all day long.
Oh, well.
Listen to me.
I spend most of my days editing.
Yeah,
my kids. I think they know better.
Oh, so they're just not even going to ask. They're like, "Hey, Dad, can I go take the Cybertruck to get a coffee?"
No, I would
just like absolutely not.
No, they need to get more motivated. I don't mind them doing it. Like Patrick drove it. Walt, I'm sure, will drive it. Lola, Lola hasn't driven it, but I'm not worried about that. I just think, for my kids, I think they need something to motivate them. Like I've got my own motivations. They need their motivations. I'm not sure. We've all gone out together, in it.
So you're not letting the kids take, go date night. Oh, we're going to take the Cybertruck.
No. You can't flex off my back. You got to flex on your own stuff.
They don't have any. They don't have that financial air of caution. Let's say that. Because if you would crash that or bump into something bad, it's not going to be cheap.
No, I don't even have my Gap insurance on there yet, man. I'm still Lola's still trying. Florida does not like to sell you Gap anymore.
They sold me Gap almost instantly.
No, our insurance company won't sell us Gap.
Yeah, I got Gap instantly when I got.
No, Florida is weird. It's weird what's happening here, but yeah, we're working on that. But the other day I was hanging out with the boys and I was telling them, I was like, I was balling like this before I ever even met Lola. I've been balling out my whole life. It's a life of balling, just balls everywhere. My
balls are always bouncing.
Now you're doing the show in the house now. Now you got to bring back the bag of balls.
So speaking of that,
don't even ask, Walt. I don't know where the van is. I don't know. I've got no news on that van. I think Lola was trying to find out today. No news.
I think it's time to start.
Yeah.
I go right to forward, right to the top, babe.
We have like Ford Pro is supposed to be looking into it, but I don't think they can figure out what's going on.
Making some good videos. I tell you what. I got this motherfucking van and it ain't going, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, yeah, I'd be doing the same thing. There'd be videos going left and right.
I don't know.
Video a day until that got.
I'm so backed up on videos that I'm just trying to get my backlog of videos done. So, like today, I was working on a video from maybe 2 months ago when I went to California and drove a Cybertruck. So, and I rented it, and that video has to go up because I spent money renting that Cybertruck. But and I got stuck actually because there was a lot of wind and I couldn't fix all the wind noise. So I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna like that section where there's a bunch of wind. I might just throw that whole thing out. But,
no, just say, hey, it was windy. Sorry about the noise, and put it up. Fuck it.
Oh, put it. Yeah, it's a long video, but yeah.
Everybody else
just
does
listen.
It.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's a good interview. It's the guy who actually owned the Cybertruck. I was talking to him, but it was real windy. So yeah.
Last year, I was listening to your Silencer Central video on the banished cans.
Oh yeah, that was cool. I was looking at that myself. I made that video so I could look at it because they have a lot of cans, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna remember this. So, what'd you think about it?
I thought it was good. I actually reached out to Silencer Central to get them on the show, and
they're good people.
They were like, "Oh, here's the emails." I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'd love to get you on the show."
Yeah, I think they're good folks, and I was impressed by what I saw when I went over there. Like their operation's pretty cool. So, and then the guy that's running Silencer Central, there's a lot. So he's a pharmacist, just like Lola.
No.
Yeah, that's what he started in pharmacy, and he was just a hunter. I think he was hunting prairie dogs or something, if I'm not mistaken. And he decided to get cans, and then I think eventually the pharmacy industry found like who he's working for, found out that he was doing gun stuff, and they kicked him to the curb. And then he got real serious about doing the suppressor thing. So. Yeah, he's a gun guy and a pharmacist. Very cool story behind that. So what gun stuff do you guys want to get into here? We're gonna go into the next section. I'm trying to think. Was there any? I know I was looking at John talking about that guy. The what was it, like a deputy or something in Florida that didn't know what the gun laws are. I was looking at that. Those people are gonna catch a lawsuit. I can see that coming a mile away.
Like the guy that is probably, I'm hoping, put a lawsuit out for the Acorn incident.
No, it's not that. There was like this young guy was driving a car, but he bought it. Black kid, and he bought the car from someone, but the car was stolen. But he had an AR pistol in there, and car
actually stolen?
The Who Moved My Freedom podcast is made possible by our partners at 2A Commerce. Veteran-owned and with over 20 years' experience, 2A Commerce is the leader in custom e-commerce and web application development in the shooting sports industry. Clients include major brands such as Guard Dog Body Armor, Sylvan Arms, AccuFire Technologies, The Tactical Games, Warrior Knife Company, and yours truly, Hank Strange. Visit 2A Commerce and support this show by supporting them. Once again, visit the number 2acommerce.com.
Yeah, Walt, you were saying that whole thing was a cluster?
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
And it was televised. So
yeah. I don't understand why was that televised? Oh yeah, it was that live cops. What the hell is that?
Live PD.
Yeah.
And so they're talking bad, saying he might be a felon and this, that, and the other. And you don't supposed to do that shit. The cops.
Yeah.
Those guys didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Sorry. No.
Yeah, I mean that's common. That's common. So yeah, I'm not sure if the car. I think the car. I don't know if the car was stolen or not, but they thought the car was stolen. Then they found an AR pistol. Then the kid was 18. Then the kid's parents showed up there, and they were mad because the parents showed. Why? What are you mad about? If they're not interrupting your arrest or whatever you're doing, but observing you, why are you getting mad about it? Just do what you need to do, and
they were trying to explain the whole that you can possess a gun when you're 18, but you can't buy a gun when you're 18.
Yeah. One of the things that happens with some cops is you start trying to tell them shit, and they get very belligerent.
Well, because they think you know more than they do.
Yeah. So, but I think those guys are going to catch a lawsuit.
And that production company is probably going to be named in it too. So
yeah, they're going to catch. But I'm listen. At least they didn't, they didn't take anyone out. When you get into a situation like that, you can try to I'm all for that. Try to tell them what's going on. But if they really want to go down that path, don't let them kill. Don't give them a reason to kill you.
That's or beat you up.
Yeah, just don't give them a reason because you could always sue them later.
Yeah, just quiet.
Just
be
be
quiet.
compliant. Just be nice. Be nice.
Yeah.
It's hard to do though when you're like in that situation.
It is, and I don't know why they're mad because the parents showed up there. What would they do if their kid got into something and called them? They'd show up there too.
Yeah, I don't know. And they
I
just,
think that's like a natural like kind of defense mechanism for a child, or not child, or 18 years old. You're still,
it's not a child anymore. Yeah.
No, not really, but it's your kid though. It's still your
They're like, hey, mom, dad, something's going on. I need help. It's like that's a natural thing.
Yeah, let me go down. Or anyone, if it was your wife or anyone, you'd be like, oh shit, what the hell's going on over here? And you go down and at least observe it. But yeah, that was it. That was, I think that happens all the time. I think these guys, I got into situations that. And here in Florida, but in other places where these guys don't know what the laws are.
The average law enforcement person has no idea what the laws are.
No.
Gun laws are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They just see something like that and they go into, taking it. I'm getting it off the street. I think that term was used in that whole thing too.
Really?
Yeah.
You're literally in Florida.
Now, would I have my 18-year-old son running around with an AR pistol? No.
I'm not sure how. Yeah, was it in a bag? Did they? Because I don't think John spoke about that in the story. Like, why was it? Yeah.
I would get
How
him
did
back.
they find it? Yeah, like.
What the fuck?
But he could have just gone to. So remember when they changed these laws here in Florida? And I remember having conversation with the state senator that was in charge of all that stuff and could have stopped it. Yeah. And he said. It's okay, because I said, well, what about like some 18, 19, 20-year-old out there that's working late and they want to defend themselves? And he's like, yeah, but like I was like, what if that's your son or your daughter? And he was like, oh, well, I could buy my daughter this thing and give it to her. And I was like, okay, but what about people who don't have someone that can do that for them? Yeah. Right. So we created this that's a stupid situation. And I think the kid was like 20 years old. That in Florida, a 20-year-old, you're a man. So you can't be driving around with a gun, or what's the?
If you're 20-year-old, you shouldn't be able to go in the military then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no. If they're saying you're not an adult until 21, yes, I agree with you.
Yeah, 18 years old, I had to fill out my selective service card when I had to voter registration, all that stuff.
But if
I can get drafted.
Yeah, but what Walter's saying, I think, is true. Like, if you're not an adult until you're 21. Then you shouldn't be able to vote. You shouldn't, like if you're 20 and you do something, they shouldn't charge you as an adult. But Florida will charge a 16-year-old as an adult, and and there's crazy things that 16-year-olds do. So we've got to come to a decision on this. Like, are you an adult or not an adult at 18?
Like if a 16-year-old goes Lizzie Borden on somebody, and that's gonna be. I can understand getting charged as an adult.
Yeah, but but look, if that kid was 20 years old, even if he was 19 or 18, he could have went to the range or something.
Yeah,
it was dark out.
I know, but you understand what I'm saying.
Well,
maybe he went to the range and he was driving around, hanging out with his girlfriend after the range. He just didn't get home yet, and put the gun up. But I don't know. I don't know what the situation was there. I don't know if he had it like just out in the car or whatever the deal was. And I don't know. I know that the guy was saying in the video that it was a pistol, but I guess all of those have to either be in bags or closed containers, right? In Florida. So, I don't know about rifles. Do you have to have rifles in a closed container in a bag when you're driving around?
From my understanding, you do. The only way, even in the whole open carry debate too, you can open carry in Florida as long as you're fishing or going to and from fishing or hunting and I believe camping. And most police officers don't even know that if you're fishing, hunting, or camping, you can open carry. And because there's that dude that's been caught in Clearwater, Venice, all up and down the Gulf Coast carrying an AR while he's fishing. And it's like, okay, like
Yeah.
Should you? Okay. Well, whatever. It's your constitutional right, but if I'm on the beach and I see some dude strapped with a M4, it's gonna make anybody be like,
You might pay attention. Listen, Walter and Rich were walking around downtown Knoxville with an AR,
"Oh my
according
god!"
to them.
No, not because he wanted to.
So it happens.
That would be a video where you drive by and say, "How to get arrested."
They were fine.
Yeah.
They were fine. They were totally fine.
We went to McDonald's, and the first morning we were there, that was Thursday morning. And in the McDonald's, there was a guy with a pistol on his side, and it was in a holster in his side, and half in and half out on his belt. And we're just chatting with him and stuff. He was cool and everything, but it's open carry there, so you can do that. I wasn't.
Yeah, none of that bothers. It doesn't bother me in any way.
It doesn't really bother me.
And it was. I'm not talking about he didn't have a 44 Magnum. It was a small handgun, so it wasn't like he's like, hey, look at my shit.
He should have had a big ass gun up in there.
Yeah, he's not carrying a Desert Eagle.
I mean, if you got a little tiny gun, just put it in your pocket.
Yeah, he's got like an LCP.
Yeah. Why you open carrying an LCP or some little tiny? Come on now. Put something big in there. Like walk around. We've got those. What are they? Firepower rigs, Walt?
Yeah.
Walk around. Walk around like a.
What is a firepower?
It's a rig. It's a rig for this shotgun, and you can have a handgun, and you have the shells and everything on it, and extra magazines.
Shoulder holster.
Yeah. Walt has one. Ask him.
It's a shoulder holster for the K12. That's all.
Ask Walter to show you that one day, Joe. That is pretty cool.
I know about it.
I'm sure we have a video somewhere on that, right, Walt? We did a
got
video.
that. We were going to do that, and when we started to do that, it was like summertime, and it was so effing hot to put on and wear that thing around your. It's like on your person, and you're trying to move around, and it's like, okay, get it quick. I'm sweating. Get it quick.
Is that one of those videos that we did and we were shooting watermelons and they got in trouble? I don't know.
The watermelon got shot with a 50 cal.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah. But I remember doing the firepower rig thing. Yeah, it was me and you.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to go look that up and see. I think it was called the firepower rig.
That was a few years ago.
Yeah. I have to see if I could find that and show you, Joe. But yeah, it's
I was gonna
cool.
say you're rocking a trench coat and just kind of like shoulder.
In Florida, yeah.
Yeah.
You will die.
Well, honestly, you'll find this funny. Well, last weekend when I went home to see my family and stuff like that, got down to like 68 degrees, and I was cold. I found a hoodie downstairs, and my mother's looking at me. She's like, "Are you really cold right now?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm used to like 95, 99 degrees every day. Okay, this is like chilly, and I get in the car where I flew home to see a Leonard Skinner ZZ Top concert with my dad and my brother.
Okay.
And we got out of the concert, we're waiting, and like I was like cold, and I looked, and I just throw my sweatshirt on. My dad's looking at me like,
"You're not a polar bear. You lost the rights to that polar bear. I'm gonna X out that polar bear."
I was like chilly, and my dad's just looking at me like,
"You are the manatee. You are the manatee now." Yeah.
I am.
Shame on you.
I'm proud of it. Yeah. Proud of it.
Shame on you. Let me see. I found the firepower rig. Hold on. Let me let's flip this over.
I would be in pure heaven if all of a sudden I went outside and it was 68. I would be like, my whole
look at that firepower rig.
That is awesome. Oh, I'm all about that.
Yeah. So, and I think there's a video for some reason. Gun streamers coming up.
Gun streamer, huh?
Yeah, I think there was a problem with it on YouTube. That's gotta be
on YouTube. The problem with
No, never.
Yeah. Let me see if I can.
The K12 from
Safety Harbor Firearms.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, hey. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Look at that. This is back in the days. Holy jeez.
So,
this is in the olden days right here.
I was gonna say, yeah.
And this firepower rig is made by Andrew's Custom Leather, by the way.
Yep.
I was gonna ask that. Yeah, that is oh man, that is awesome. Look at that Glock 17 in there. Oh.
And then somewhere there's a picture with Walter's daughter. with that rig on. I think
at the SHOT Show, probably.
Yeah. Look at me and what we look like badasses right here.
Straight gangster.
Yeah. Like, what you gonna do when them come for you, bad boys, Look at that.
There we go. And like, get that thing off me as fast as I can.
It was, you cannot wear, like, I've never, I have trench coats and I haven't seen them since I moved to Florida. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, this was cool. And here we go. Using all the firepower from the firepower rig. Yep.
That's when the woods were still behind your house, too.
Yeah. That was back in the days, man. Yep, firepower rig. I think that we had to take that off YouTube or something. Because it would have popped up.
I don't understand how you have to take that of all things off YouTube. That is...
Dude, there's been so much crazy shit with YouTube. Like, YouTube is just straight up deleted videos that we have without even telling us. Yeah.
Okay, now
I can't even have my podcast on YouTube anymore now due to the new updates. It's only on Rumble now.
Okay, now speaking of YouTube,
uh-huh.
What Hank do you think of the stuff going on with the guy and not YouTube, but the Russian-based?
Oh, that's the guy from Telegram. That's weird. Yeah.
Hey, you think he's been set up?
Well, they arrested him. They didn't arrest him because of anything other than Telegram. They're saying that Telegram is allowing all kinds of like no-go stuff on there. I don't know.
Porn, stuff like that.
Yeah, it must be. But Telegram says they are monitoring the content people put on there. And deleting stuff. But regardless of that, he landed in France. They locked him up.
But the thing is, a lot of Russians use that. A lot of Ukrainians use that. And I was one of the Ukrainian guys that I watched that's a regular on YouTube. He's like, what are they doing? That's the way we communicate. That's the way I post my stuff. That's where you can see uncensored videos, not the stuff that's all censored on YouTube,
But I think the Europeans want to censor shit. This is the problem you have with the EU. And remember there was that thing in the news about England saying that we here in America, if we post shit, they'll issue arrest warrants for us?
Well, that is a way to communicate with their people, their plants in other countries. But yeah,
it's intimidation of the media. They've tried to do that same thing to Elon Musk and all that stuff. But
if there was a real war, there'd be no internet over there. So they'll shut the internet. The internet will go away in fast order. It'll all get shut down.
I mean, we're living in a society where all these places talk about freedom, but they don't believe in freedom.
I mean, look at YouTube. I mean, You're only
and by the way, if you're doing illegal shit you're using Telegram to do illegal shit, you should get locked up. But but why are they going? Like, how are the people on the side? Like, is YouTube responsible for the things that people put up there? No. Is Facebook responsible? No. Do they have measures to go after certain things that are horrible? For sure, I get that, right? Because human beings will do horrible things, but that doesn't mean that platform is horrible because a person chooses to do horrible things on it. But these guys don't give a shit. There's every single platform someone's doing something horrible on. There's no way around that. They come down on us as gun guys because they're saying, like, why can't we hold a gun on YouTube? Because they're saying, people are going to do terrible things. People do the terrible things anyway. They're just coming down on the guys who we don't do anything terrible to anyone.
Yeah, we're more educated. The more education that we put out there is actually bettering.
The better, the safer.
For safe, all of us, we advocate firearm safety, and every single video, and it's just the amount of people, especially like when I was coming up, like that's how I learned a lot about like just mechanics of firearms safety and just like what it takes to be a firearm owner. And now they took that away from people that no one reads magazines anymore. No one, you know, yeah, people take training classes and stuff like that. But at the same time, you're going to get more education and stuff like that of us doing a podcast talking about, whatever new gun of the week that we're working with or whatever, than sitting through a 4-hour NRA home firearm safety class. You're going to get way more information.
Yeah. You need lots of information from lots of different places. Walter,
Yeah,
I cut you off. What were you going to say, Walt?
Oh, you. No, I wasn't cut off. I was just doing goofy looking. I'm getting educated.
No, but I mean, you know what's funny? Do you see these guys, like, so for example, with Epstein, how many people did they arrest? They arrested Epstein, then they either did something to him or let him do something to himself, and then Ghislaine Maxwell, and then that's the end of it. No one got arrested.
Whoa, back up. The one that they threw out to the one they threw out to the wolves was the Prince Andrew guy over in England. He got thrown to the wolves
publicly.
Yes, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Nobody else.
Yeah, who else got arrested? Anyone get arrested? Anyone? They've got a lot of evidence. They've got tons of shit.
Or suffered publicly as a result.
No. Even look at Diddy. There's some shit he's up to. All they did was go up to his mansion in L.A. and take the hard drives, and then they're like, okay, now we're fine.
Well, that's not over with, I don't think, probably.
That's not over with yet. I think he's singing like a song.
I don't think that's over with.
Out of whatever.
I don't know anything, and I don't care, but yeah,
Yeah, but they have a different agenda here of who they want to go after. And look, they basically made Elon Musk into a pariah because he bought X.
Why can't he just buy YouTube? Like that's
YouTube's big money. That's big.
They don't
money.
have enough money, and somebody's got to be willing to sell it to buy it, Joe. You just don't say I'm gonna buy it.
Well, YouTube belongs to Google, and Google's expensive. And Google is the number 1 search engine. YouTube is the number 2 search engine, so they're not selling it. Yeah. So I don't think he has the money. I think he overpaid for X, right? Like what did he pay? 40 million, 60, something like that.
He's a baller, but he's running on the edge constantly.
Yeah, he doesn't have. YouTube would be. Damn, I don't know, man.
Over a couple $100 million.
Billions. Yeah, billions.
So,
might be 500 billion, more than that. Is 1,000 billion a trillion? Could be.
So,
go ahead, Walt. Go.
No, I mean, Musk runs right on the edge.
Yeah. He sold his stock to buy. He sold stock in Tesla to buy that thing. We got 5 seconds, Walt. We'll be back here. In a few seconds. Yeah.
Folks, let me tell you about U.S. Law Shield. If you're serious about your Second Amendment rights, then you need to get serious about protecting yourself legally. Use promo code HANK for 2 free months on an annual membership, plus a locked-in rate of just $10.95 per month. Remember, the fight for freedom doesn't end at the range. Arm yourself with U.S. Law Shield. And remember to use promo code HANK.
Just stop.
Even I think, yeah, that's just like, hold on 1 second. Let me see. Hold on. What did I do?
Harris campaign slams Trump agenda as a deficit bomb, seeking
I'm not sure where that.
Grip on fiscal responsibility.
Yeah, that's what they're up to. Let me see. What am I doing here? Some of my things aren't working right here. Let's take these out. Boom.
Yeah,
you like the blue? Yeah.
I like that blue.
Yeah. I have certain setups that. There we go. I can't call. Where the hell is the thing for that? I'm trying
Get
to
that
figure
woman off of my face. I'm starting to get like I'm gonna throw up.
Boom. There we go.
No way.
Yeah, that was AI. That thing is AI. I've got to make it a little bit better.
I'm gonna get those like big giant head stickers of of Kamala. I'm just gonna put them all over the shop in random places, so you can just you like open the door. You're like, what the? No.
Oh my God! Did you see they put out? Did you see all the AI stuff they put out with Trump and Kamala? And like one of them has it's Trump with his arms around Kamala and she's pregnant. You didn't see that? You didn't see that, Walt?
People have way too much time on their hands.
Yeah, I don't know where people. What is this? So, Peggy sent this to me, Walt. Let me see if I could put this up here.
What's going to happen now?
Let's see. Let me switch
over
to this. She sent this picture, so.
Uh-oh. Where's it
Let's
going?
see
that's
here.
where's Waldo. Well, we found Waldo. You can't see him. There he is. There's Waldo.
Are you in this picture, Walter?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, but this is at the convention.
Yeah, that's there, out in the lobby.
Oh, this is everyone waiting.
Well, there was different meeting things going on and stuff.
Oh, so, okay. Yeah.
I mean, I took it. There was a guy dressed up as Chewbacca. Got a picture of him. That was a pretty good outfit he had on. I didn't take a whole lot. I was just more walking around and looking at things.
Yeah. See any good posters out there or good T-shirts? I've never been to any Comic-Con. I got to do that one of these years. And I need to find the thing that you think is a Cybertruck because it's not. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
That is actually a phenomenal cosplay.
Oh, that is pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. That guy's ass had to be hot, or he had some.
Oh yeah.
There's
Spencer at Harpoon Harry's in his get-up with a blue lagoon drink. That was a good drink. Here he is.
Spencer's happy. I have that picture too that you're talking about. Yeah, that is not a Cybertruck. That is
DeLorean.
No, it's not a DeLorean. That is a Celica or something. That's a Japanese car. I think that's from Initial D. Someone out there will tell us. Hold on. I have that picture. Hold on. Let me put this up. I could put that up for the people. What is this? Because it is not a Cybertruck.
Wait a minute. I have a Joe sighting.
It has pop top. Look, it has pop top headlights.
I know. It just kind of looked to me like
this is a Toyota something. From there's a show called Initial D. That's what that's from. There's some nerd out there that knows what the hell I'm talking about. Come on, nerds.
Yeah, there probably is.
Help your boy out.
Yeah, I'm not up on all that Japanese stuff. So.
Let me see if I can Google it. I think that's from Initial D, which I could never actually get myself to look at.
Got a Joe sighting.
Oh, no, Joe did not go.
Ride the tote goat.
Joe is like, this is not where I want to crash.
Dude, I thought the handlebars when I go into my knees, I was going to dump it. I'm like,
I'm gonna redo the seat on that so you can sit further back and it'll be all right.
No, that's a fun little like put around mini bike. I like that.
Yeah, Joe, don't die on a mini bike over there. Don't do it.
No.
These Kellers, Joe, I know you think you're tough. These Kellers, their bones, completely different. Their skulls are completely thicker than normal human skulls.
I'm telling you, the birthplace of civilization started with my peoples.
These people, Joe, they are not. Look at their craniums, man. Those are not normal.
Here's the thing, Hank. I used to have a little bit of an issue with mini bikes, but you see, when you stop drinking and like thinking you can drive a like Honda 50 dirt bike going down a hill, that's you stay away from them. And after you dump one or two, you realize maybe you need a little bit bigger. Now, I'm not doing that. I don't drink really, so I think I'm a little.
So you're safe. You actually might have been safer drinking.
No.
Yeah. You might have been safer. It's always the sober guy that dies. The drunk guy never dies. And I don't drink either. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, he's a softie. He doesn't take very much.
Yeah.
You seen the guys? They I think they do mini bike races.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an oval, and each lap you have to stop and drink a beer. Each lap.
Oh, I've seen those. Yeah, I've seen those.
And it gets crazy at the end because they get liquored up at the end.
There's this thing back home called Mini Bike Mania, and they have like one of those like spherical cages where they drop like two or three people with mini bikes and they just drive in a sphere all around.
Yeah. The like the carnival type thing.
Yeah, and
that's badass.
I would die. Like I was
the circle. Those are the globe of death or something.
Yeah, you have to go fast enough to.
It's like Mad Max stuff. It's like
it's like centrifugal force. Yeah,
I would die. Like no, you couldn't pay me. I don't care. No, I would never do that. Now I'm at the point now where I'm like,
that's for young people.
My knees might hurt. I don't really like. I had to walk up like 7 flights of stairs this weekend because the elevator was down on a certain place we were at. And I was like, by the time I got there, I'm like, I'm out of shape. I can hear the cracking in between my knees. Like,
damn.
Like, no.
Yeah.
So,
that means your cartilage is not your proper cartilage is not there. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah. Let me throw this. So this is Initial D, Walt.
Ah, okay.
This is Initial D. Yeah, it's like an anime thing, and this is that car. This is the car.
Saying it was I wanted it to be a
That is not a Cybertruck. This is the car in the picture.
But look at the shape of that thing. It's very similar. Right?
It's a wedge. Yeah, it's a wedge. But, the Cybertruck's not the first wedge. There's tons of wedges out there.
I was going to say, the Ford Fiesta had a wedge, didn't it?
A ton of cars. A lot of the Japanese cars for sure had that. So that's what that kid was doing or whoever that was in that thing. He was doing that. Look at that. Hank Strange knowing some anime shit. And also
I've never watched anime. It's not my thing. Like
I can't really watch it.
I watched the Pokemon stuff when I was a kid. That was on TV. Like that
if the boobies are big enough, I would watch it for a certain amount of time. But
you got to watch the adult anime.
The storylines. Oh my god, Japanese storylines are so ridiculous.
They're so goofy.
Yeah, they're just totally nuts.
Like 7 shows to follow one show's storyline, and I'm like, that's just too much time. I can't.
No. One Piece, that they did a One Piece live action that was cool, and then I was watching the One Piece cartoon. Do you know One Piece? Yeah, my kids are all into that. I'm pretty sure that Spencer's into that. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, so I started watching that cartoon. I could not. And this thing has the most episodes of anything on the planet, One Piece. It's something like it's over 1,200, 1,500 episodes or something.
Yikes.
And I just couldn't do it. I was like, no. I feel brain cells literally dying.
Is that also what you felt when you watch Adventures of Pluto Nash?
Pluto Nash. Oh my God. That's the thing with Eddie Murphy. Oh my God. Some of the worst shit that.
I thought that was a good one.
Yeah, don't go back to movies.
Yeah.
Don't go back to movies because Walter will have a conniption.
Admonish me. I'm sorry.
Oh, wait. Now hold the presses here. This is some evidence on Walter coming in now.
Newsflash.
Let me see if I can go to this. Ooh. Okay, this is Walter.
Okay, I'll see you back there. Boom.
And Walter's looking right at the evil booty right there. He's not looking at the good elf booty or the crazy. Is that Harlequin? But in the middle, he's looking at the Sith booty. Walter, Sith booty is how you die.
I will say that makeup is very good.
No, they had a really, really, really good the way it was applied.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, these people have gotten really good at.
That's before I saw her stand up. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is war paint if I've ever heard it.
Yeah. You know what I'm always in doubt of? When I look at people at Comic-Con, I feel like a dude who goes to the Philippines or Thailand or something. You don't know if those are dudes or not. You don't know. That's a lot of makeup on those people.
Some of the scariest shit with these guys dressed up as girls there. And they did it on purpose. So,
the
guy's got this beard and everything, and he's got this pink little outfit on with just like a chick. And it's like, that's gross.
Listen. If I dress up for Comic-Con, it's either Sub-Zero for Mortal Kombat or I'm doing Iron Man suit. Like,
no, fuck that. You're a manatee. Don't do that fucking crap. Man. Stop with that.
You locked into that now. Yeah.
Locked in.
There was a good Iron Man there. He was in the, I guess in the contest thing, where they have all the guys.
Best costumes or something.
Yeah. I was sitting in there and we were all it was full, the whole room. And I was sitting there and it's like.
So didn't you, I thought you texted me that you were waiting in line for Billy Dee Williams or something. Did you meet Billy Dee Williams?
Not Bill from Star Wars. Is it Bill? No, it's not. Yeah, Billy
Isn't that Billy Dee Williams? Yeah.
Yeah, Lando Calrissian.
Yeah, Lando.
Yeah. No. Yes, we waited for his open forum thing, and we went and sat down, and he talked, and he's getting, he's 80 something, so he's not moving real fast, and
he didn't have any Colt malt liquor.
They showed his stuff he's done over the years, and they ran Colt malt liquor. He's done that over the years.
Yeah. For a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that goes back to the 80s.
Yeah, they were running that, and everybody's going, yeah. So it was
I think he's gotten so old now that he's admitted that he's bisexual or something. That's how long this shit's been going on.
Don't ruin it for me. No, but my mother that was one of her favorite actors.
Yeah, Billy Dee Williams. I remember being in the movie theaters looking at the third Star Wars from the original series or something.
Yeah.
Which came out sometime in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken, right? And I remember everyone's, oh my God, Billy Dee Williams. I remember that, just like back when I was in high school, when Purple Rain. Did you guys ever see Purple Rain with Prince? You guys ever saw that?
I've heard the song.
The movie.
I don't know if I've seen the whole movie.
Yeah, I saw that movie during summer school. And because my mother, as soon as school was out, she signed me up for summer school. She did not want me to be home. So immediately, the next day...
were you a delinquent student there, Hank?
No, man, I was... If you ever look at my diploma from high school, I have all kinds of gold medallions, all kinds of crazy shit on there. I graduated high school at 16 years old, but my mother did not want me around. So when... if school ended on Friday, on Monday, I was in summer school. Immediately. No messing around. But the cool thing was, summer school, you go to the movies. So I remember seeing Ghostbusters and Purple Rain, and it was fun, and then they fed you. You didn't really do much schooling.
But you were able to graduate at 16. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, there was some classes and stuff like that I took. Yeah, I went into high school at 12, so.
It was summer school babysitting then, basically.
Yeah, basically it was babysitting, yeah. So, man, it may not look like it, Joe, but, I do come from a long line of geniuses.
I believe it. Listen, I'm surprised I didn't have to go to summer school. I hated school, so it was pulling teeth for me to get a C after.
I never had to go, pass or something.
To the summer thing? Oh. No, I didn't have to go to pass either, I'm telling you guys.
Well, I know, but...
I had to get the hell out of the house, according to my mother. She didn't want me in there.
My sophomore year, there was a possibility I might have had to, go and take one class, but, I worked my ass off. And
there's one class I cut when I was in high school, so my senior year, I cut gym, because you should never give a kid gym as the last subject. There's no way in hell you're going to gym if it's your last subject. You're just going to get the hell out of the school.
The main reason I went to the high school it didn't have gym class.
Oh.
That was
damn.
Literally the reason I wanted to go there. I was like, I wanted to do that. I'm good.
No, mine had a gym. They had a gym class, but I had a friend of mine who went to high school. He's in my yearbook, and he went to high school one day, the day when I took a picture of him that's in the yearbook. He never went to school. So I would cut school and go hang out with him. I would cut class because they gave me gym. But when I was going to graduate, the teachers were like, hey, even though you've got all these good grades, you didn't go to gym, so you might not graduate. So one of my teachers made a deal where I went and bowled 60 games in one day. and I had to show them the receipts of bowling those 60 games, and that's how I got my gym credit. And I was just taking that freaking ball and just throwing it down. I was not even trying to hit the pins. I was just like, whoop, whoop, whoop. I was like, 60 games, done.
How long did that take?
Yeah. Oh, my God. It was a while. I think I was there like half the day or something like that. Yeah, it was crazy. I was just throwing. I was letting people throw the thing because all you needed was the receipt.
I would have just paid for the receipt and done like
yeah. So yeah, but that's and that's the one thing that I did skip gym. Yeah. So I mean, I got into trouble, but I was a nerdy kid still. Yeah. And I lived a block from my high school. And I remember that they told my mom that I wasn't going to gym. And I remember I was like walking out down the hallway to leave the school. And my mother comes walking down the hallway and she was like, yeah, they told me that you are skipping. And here you are, walking out of here. Yeah. Because I was right there. Yeah. So, yeah.
You're looking at me? You're talking about me? No.
Yeah. No, it was ridiculous. Yeah.
No, I would never skip.
No, I got busted all the time doing crazy stuff.
I was late to my senior year. I was late to school every single day. I had to drive a little bit to get there, but I was smart because I put my dad's house phone down, and he never used the house phone. He only had a cell phone. So when I was late, they called the house phone, and every month
the busy signal.
Yeah, I would just delete all the voicemails.
Okay.
Of the school saying, "Hey, Joe was 10 minutes late today. Hey, Joe was 15 minutes late today. Just wanted to let you know that." And he caught me one time, and he was like, "Dude, for real? Really? You there's 15 messages on here, and I haven't even got through them all." I'm like, not me. It's not me. I don't know what you're talking about. And he's just like,
the last year of high school. I don't know if that was your last year. Last year of high school is always difficult.
I was checked out by probably November, December. I didn't want to be there. I was like, I wanted to go to work. I didn't want to. I was all set. I didn't care.
Did you go to high? I remember, Walter, you said you were one of those kids that was bussed. Like they bussed you from the.
That was 6th and 7th grade.
Oh, okay, but you didn't. So in high school, that was before high school.
I went to the high school that was in my area then. I mean, I had enough credits for my senior year. I didn't only had to go half the day. So
okay.
I went to like noontime and I was done. Because I had enough credits and everything. So, but I didn't.
But Florida has to be different than like from up north because, I mean, kids will just die here in the heat. Once you get, you'll just die.
You're 17 or 18. You're not going to die.
Right, okay.
You're just sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the school I went to now is still there. Plain High School is still there, but now they have a fence around the whole place. And when you come in, like you drive your car in them, and they lock the fence. You can't. You could if you wanted to skip, you just go in the parking lot, get in your car, and leave. I had a car once I was 16, but or 17, something like that. But now they get you locked all up. That's for your protection.
They lock the cars in, or
they shut the gates.
Oh,
to the parking lot.
Okay.
Yeah, so you just can't haul ass whenever you want. That kind of
yeah. One of the things. Let me see. Where's the? I'm trying to figure out what the hell the.
They used to have Joe in the school. There was a big courtyard inside the middle of the school, and back then kids could smoke in the courtyard.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't do that. And then, if you want to smoke, you go out in the alley in the back, and then smoking weed.
Smoking the ganja. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's in every. You know what's? And we're gonna wrap up here. You know what's amazing to me when I talk to my friends who went to school here in Florida, at young ages, not even 18 when you're in high school, 16, 17, whatever it is when you're in high school. At a young age, their asses were out on boats in the ocean, no parents. And I'm like, yeah, you were just going on the ocean
Well, if you grew
and you
up
had
in that
both.
environment, it's not a
Yeah.
big deal.
Yeah, that's what they tell me. They're like, oh yeah, we would go out on the boat all the time, be in the middle of the ocean. We was swimming, doing all kinds of craziness, and we were like 15, 16 years old. I was like, oh wow, that's interesting.
My dad would tan my hide if he found out I cut class. Oh my god, I never did do that because
I only skipped one time.
if I got caught, the wrath. Oh, no.
Those are the good old days.
Yeah, when you feared the wrath of your parents because you didn't want to get in trouble. Oh my god.
No, well, their parents can actually put it on you, and no one felt sorry for you. Everyone was like, "See, you got what you deserved." Now, some people calling up the cops. You're getting arrested and all kinds of, and people are doing craziness nowadays. But it's.
Peggy wanted me to tell you guys that Billy Dee William, we didn't know this till he talked about it. He's an artist. He was an artist when he was younger. Like at a Juilliard kind of artist person. Painting and all that stuff. He's got like 300 paintings and all.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Yeah. So that was kind of interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was a pretty talented guy.
So one of the guys asked him one of the questions. You always been so like smooth. He's like, baby.
Smooth operator.
Yeah, the smooth operator. And he's like, well, I was around people like that. My dad and my parents. Everybody was, and I got.
Were they pimps? Were they pimps?
A lot. I got exposed to a lot of people and stuff like that. So you get that smooth operator.
Yeah, but just think about back in those days. That's how people,
Yeah, that's how you get.
Yeah. Those were the hippie times. Let me see. What is he? 80? No, he's before the hippie times.
He's 86 or 7, something like that.
Yeah, he had to be before the hippie time.
That's my dad's times. That same kind of thing.
Yeah. So was he like in was he in the military? I can't remember. Probably.
No, he wasn't in the military.
Yeah, a lot of those actors did military and stuff. I know not all of them, but yeah, a lot of those guys did.
He grew up I think he said he grew up in New York City. So.
Oh, okay. That explains it. All right, so listen, we are at the end of the show here. We got to definitely start wrapping it up. I'm going to let these guys tell you how you can support them. If you want to support us, go to hankstrange.com. HankStrange/Lola's Deals. Let's just put it that way. That's the way to support us. You'll find all kinds of good things on there. We're also going to do words of wisdom here towards the end. Let's start with Joe. Joe, for the folks out there, where else can they see you? How can they support you? How can they communicate with you?
You can find me on YouTube, youtube.com/Shooting Gallery 1. And then you can get me on Instagram, Shooting Gallery _official. And I was on X, but I'm banned. And
how'd you get banned? What the hell did you do to get banned from the X?
Someone reported my page, and they don't want to accept my 2 appeals. I don't know. But yeah, and then you see me on Rumble, Shooting Gallery on Rumble, every Wednesday, Shooting the Woods podcast, and every Sunday we're kicking back up with Pumongous Podcast with me and DLD After Dark. So I got videos planned. I got to make them, but took a little bit of break. But videos are coming. They're coming. Don't worry.
So X banned you for guns?
They never even gave me a reason. I'm in view-only mode. They will not.
Wow.
I can't post anything.
I sent a letter to Elon.
Yeah, that doesn't. That's interesting. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
Mr. Musk, I've been wrong.
I've been wrongly accused.
You can't keep a brother down.
This injustice.
Okay, well, yeah. If someone knows anyone at X, let us know. I definitely don't. Yeah, because I can't believe you got banned on X. I mean, someone must have lied on you.
Get over to Telegram, bitch.
Yeah.
You know
I've been lied and violated on. Yeah.
It says after careful review, we've determined your account broke X rules. Your account is permanently in read-only mode, which means you can't post, repost, or like content. You won't be able to create new accounts.
What?
If you think we got this wrong, submit appeal. This is going to be the 4th time. So yeah.
Oh, somebody's flaming you. You got to find out who it is that's flaming you in the background. Yeah, something's going on. All right, Walter, how can the people find you, support you, communicate with you?
Okay, well, you can find Safety Hour Firearms on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And they're at safetyharborfirearms.com. We can say that now over here. And then there's Sten Parts, which is stenparts.com website. And then there's Dirtfoot Racing, which I'm posting stuff a little bit at a time here. Yeah, that's how you can find me. And over here, some of that content's on Rumble, and then there's content on Player too. So, yep.
There you go. Or you could just show up at the shop. Call first. Yes. Who's going to do the words of wisdom before we get out of here? Who's got some words of wisdoms? Go for it, Walt.
A little bit. Don't judge a book by its cover. Sometimes you'll find that book is a lot deeper than you realize.
Mm-hmm.
Hence Billy Dee Williams like that, Just,
yeah. Walt has discovered Billy Dee Williams in his twilight.
No, well, I mean, no, some people have a history. They've been doing stuff way before you knew what you know them for.
Right, right. Oh, for sure. And Billy Dee Williams, multi-talented. He was a singer. Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, he did a lot of stuff. Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Smooth operator.
Absolutely, 100%. Original PIMP. All right, guys. It was fun hanging out with everyone. I'm not sure. When is Labor Day? Is it next Monday?
This coming weekend, isn't it?
It's this week. Well, Labor Day is over this weekend coming up. Okay, yeah. So maybe I'll be back by next Monday. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see how that all goes down. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Make sure you support Shooting Gallery as well as Safety Harbor. And big shout out to Babyface P as well. He's on the beach somewhere, I heard, allegedly. So we'll see you guys next week. We are out of here. If he's on the beach, he's getting roasted.
He's white.
Yeah, exactly.
Oil up, Babyface, oil up.
Yeah, he can't take it. He's like a vampire. He got no resistance to the sun. The sun is
no roast pork for you.
The sun is poison to his pale ass. But anyway,
Irish.
All right, we are out of here. Let me hit these buttons. We'll see you guys on the next one.